The rainbow shark is a freshwater fish of the Cyprinidae family. Despite its name, the rainbow shark isn't a true shark. The fish is so called because of its shark-like appearance. Rainbow sharks have gray, black, or dark blue bodies with vibrant red or orange fins. The fish are popular due to their unique appearance, but rainbow sharks have higher care needs than other aquarium fish and can be territorial. Rainbow sharks are native to several major rivers in Southeast Asia, including the Mekong, the Bangphai, and the Chao Phraya. The fish live near sandy river bottoms where plankton and algae are plentiful. During the monsoon season, rainbow sharks migrate upstream with the high floodwaters and retreat back to lower river sections when the floods dry up. Even though rainbow sharks are common in the wild, they are solitary, territorial fish that avoid one another's company and spend much of their lives alone. Full-grown rainbow sharks grow up to 6 inches in the wild. In captivity, the fish grow up to around 4 inches in length. The average purchase size is a lot smaller, usually around 2 inches, and many fish keepers don't realize how large these fish will get. Female rainbow sharks are wider in the midsection than males. The two sexes are not distinguishable by length. In the wild, rainbow sharks live up to 8 years. In captivity, with excellent care, rainbow sharks can live up to 6 years. Rainbow sharks aren't as common as some aquarium fish, but many pet stores and most online stores sell at least one rainbow shark species. Because rainbow sharks are less popular than other fish, they aren't always in stock on all websites. The cost of a rainbow shark is about $5. Rainbow sharks prefer to be the only fish of their kind in the tank, so buying just one is recommended. Rainbow sharks have shark-like elongated bodies, flat bellies, and blue or gray coloration. In captivity, rainbow sharks are semi-aggressive. The rainbow shark's body is either black, blue, or gray, with vibrant red or orange fins and a red or orange tail. The dorsal fins of the rainbow shark have up to 11 branched rays, and the fish's tail is forked. Rainbow sharks have a pointed snout and a long, flat stomach, with a shark-like upright dorsal fin. Male rainbow sharks are thinner than females and develop black lines on their tail fins when sexually mature. Females are paler than males. Stressed or diseased rainbow sharks are dull in color. A common color variation of the rainbow shark is the albino rainbow shark. Albino rainbow sharks have the same red or orange tails and fins as other species, but with white, almost translucent bodies and red eyes. In the wild, rainbow sharks are passive and don't bully or bother other fish. However, in captivity, rainbow sharks have aggressive and territorial tendencies, especially if there isn't enough room in the tank. Rainbow sharks swim quickly around the bottom of the tank and are most active at night. Juvenile rainbow sharks are timid and spend a lot of time hiding. Mature rainbow sharks assert their dominance by biting, chasing, and head and tail butting other bottom-dwelling fish. Rainbow sharks are possible to care for in captivity, but the fish require more care than other freshwater fish. The most important tank requirements for a rainbow shark are consistent water parameters and plenty of swimming space. Feed rainbow sharks algae wafers, insect larvae, and aquatic insects. The natural habitat of rainbow sharks is warm, freshwater rivers with sandy substrate. You should replicate this environment in the tank with matching water parameters and decorations. Rainbow sharks require a large tank of at least 50 gallons, with an aquarium length of at least 48 inches, and a low fish-to-water ratio. The more space you provide to rainbow sharks, the less aggressive and territorial the fish are. Caves, hollowed decor, and plants give rainbow sharks a place to hide, which reduces their aggressive tendencies. Java fern, Java moss, and hornwort are good plants for rainbow shark tanks. Choose a sandy substrate for your rainbow shark tank to mimic the sandy riverbed in the fish's natural environment. Rainbow sharks require consistent water parameters to thrive in their environment, and consistent pH is particularly important in a rainbow shark tank to avoid stressing the fish or causing disease. There are several diseases that rainbow sharks are prone to in captivity. Ick is a parasitic disease that causes white, salt-like spots on the affected fish's body. Symptoms of ick include flashing, lethargy, and loss of appetite. Poor water conditions are usually the cause of ick in rainbow sharks. Treat ick by quarantining the fish in a separate tank and adding 1 tablespoon of salt per 5 gallons of water. Increase the temperature by 2 degrees to speed up the life cycle of the parasite. Swim bladder disease, or swim bladder disorder, causes the affected fish to sink to the bottom of the aquarium or swim nose down, tail up. The disease is caused by constipation or intestinal parasites and can be remedied by feeding the fish green peas. More serious cases of swim bladder disease require surgery. Rainbow sharks are suitable tank mates for peaceful fish that swim in the top sections of the aquarium, as long as there is plenty of room for the fish to have their own space. You can house rainbow sharks with other rainbow sharks if you have at least 100 gallons of tank space, but keeping rainbow sharks alone is recommended in order to prevent stress and hostility. Don't house rainbow sharks with shy fish, like the marbled hatchet fish and Otocinclus catfish, which find the rainbow shark's aggressive nature overwhelming. Great tank mates for rainbow sharks that are calm and strong enough to defend themselves against a rainbow shark's aggression are Risboras, Danios, barbs, like the cherry barb, Goramus, rainbow fish. Place the rainbow shark in the aquarium after its tank mates to prevent the rainbow shark from trying to assert the entire tank as its own. Rainbow sharks are omnivores that enjoy a diet of meat and plants. In the wild, rainbow sharks eat algae, zooplankton, insect larvae, decaying plant matter, insects, and crustaceans. You should replicate the rainbow shark's varied diet in the tank, ensuring the fish is supplied with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Rainbow sharks aren't picky eaters. You can feed the fish a variety of foods that sink to the bottom of the tank, like algae tablets, insect larvae, and zooplankton. Live crustaceans are a nutritious food for rainbow sharks that give the fish the opportunity to catch and eat its prey. Vegetables like spinach, peas, lettuce, and zucchini are good plant-based alternatives to algae. To retain the rainbow shark's bold coloring and encourage healthy growth, feed the fish high-protein foods, such as brine shrimp or bloodworms. You can feed these foods in live or frozen forms. Feed rainbow sharks 3 times per day. Provide enough food for the rainbow sharks to eat in 5 minutes, and discard leftover food to keep the tank clean. Wild rainbow sharks reach sexual maturity when they have exceeded 4 inches in length, and they mate in the months of October and November. Breeding rainbow sharks in captivity is challenging because of the fish's territorial, aggressive behavior in confined spaces. Very few people manage to breed rainbow sharks successfully, and there's a high chance that the fish will attack, injure, and kill one another. If you want to attempt to breed rainbow sharks, proceed with caution, and follow these steps. Establish a separate breeding tank. The tank should be at least 75 gallons and should contain fresh water and an aquarium-grade gravel substrate. Add liquid dechlorinator to the water as recommended on the bottle, and add a filter and water heater. Decorate the tank with rocks, caves, and plants to provide the rainbow sharks with shelters where they can hide from one another. Place the male and female rainbow shark in the tank. Wait for 1 week to see if the rainbow sharks tolerate one another. Remove one of the fish immediately if the pair begins to fight. If the rainbow sharks haven't attacked one another within the first week, stimulate breeding by feeding the fish high-protein foods like brine shrimp, and by changing 25% of the tank's water daily using a bucket. Continue to provide high-protein foods and change the water daily for another week. If your breeding attempts are successful, the male and female will rub against one another and the female will scatter eggs on the substrate. The male will fertilize the eggs within the same day by spraying milt onto the eggs. Transfer the eggs to a separate fry tank using a fish net. The fry tank should be 10 gallons in size and should contain a mini heater and an air stone attached to an air pump to circulate water. After 2 days, the eggs will hatch and the fry will feed off the egg sacs for another 2 to 3 days. Once the fry's yolk sacs have been depleted, feed the fry liquid fry food for up to 2 weeks, then feed the fry baby brine shrimp. Once the fry have reached 1 inch in length, move them to their own separate tanks and feed them adult fish food. Because of the rainbow shark's territorial behavior, you shouldn't get this fish unless you have a large enough tank and peaceful, but not shy, tank mates. Don't buy a rainbow shark if you're a beginner aquarist looking for a calm, low-maintenance fish for your tank. Rainbow sharks are beautiful, active fish, and are easy to look after when housed with the right tank mates. Aside from the fish's aggressive tendencies, rainbow sharks are entertaining to watch in the aquarium.